So, your Ford's check engine light popped on, you pulled the codes, and now you're staring at P2209. I know, it sounds super technical, right? But don't worry, we're going to break down exactly what that code means and, more importantly, how you can actually fix it. Let's dive in.
Yeah, there it is. That dreaded check engine light. And the scanner spits out P2209. You're probably thinking, what in the world is that? Well, what is your car trying to tell you here? We're going to get to the bottom of it, step by step, so you know exactly what's going on under the hood.
All right, first things first, we have to translate this thing. Every one of these trouble codes is just a message from your car's computer. Our job right now is to turn that technical jargon into plain, simple English.
Okay, so here's the official definition. The code basically means that your car's main computer, the PCM, was expecting to hear from the NOx sensor, and it got nothing. The NOx sensor is a really important part of your emission system, and right now, the computer just can't get a clear signal from it.
Let's make this even simpler. Think about it like this. Your car's computer is trying to make a phone call to the NOx sensor. Well, code P2209 means that call failed. It's either a really bad connection, full of static, or maybe the phone cord itself is just plain broken. Either way, the message is not getting through.
So, if it is a communication problem, what's causing it? Well, the good news is we can usually narrow it down to 4 main suspects. Our little investigation starts right here, by identifying these common culprits. Here they are. This is our lineup. You've got 2 kinds of interference: RFI, which comes from outside sources like radio waves, and EMI, which is electrical noise from the car itself. Then you've got the physical stuff, like bad wiring or a connector that's just not plugged in tight. 9 times out of 10, the root cause of P2090 is one of these 4. Let's go back to that phone call analogy for a second. RFI and EMI, that's just static on the line. You can hear something, but the message is all garbled up with noise. But wiring issues? That's different. That's like the phone cord's been physically cut or frayed. The message isn't getting through at all because the path itself is broken. So, the big question is, are we dealing with noise or are we dealing with a broken line? Okay, now that we know our suspects, how do we find out which one is guilty? This is where you get to be the detective. I'm going to give you a simple, step-by-step guide to troubleshoot this code yourself. Your investigation is going to start with a good old-fashioned visual inspection. First, check the perimeter. Follow the wires from the NOx sensor. Look for anything that seems obvious. Is it melted, frayed? Are the connectors clicked in all the way? Next, and this is a big one, secure the grounds. A loose or rusty ground wire is a huge cause of that electrical noise we talked about, the EMI. Make sure they're clean and make sure they're tight. And finally, just examine all the evidence up close. You'd be surprised. A tiny bit of green corrosion on one little pin can be enough to set this whole thing off. You know, by just methodically checking these simple things, you can almost always find the exact cause of a P2209 code, often without needing any expensive tools. So, with our investigation pretty much done, let's wrap this case up. So, let's recap the case file. P2209 is just a communication error. It's usually caused by electrical noise or a physical problem, like a bad wire or a loose connection. And the solution? A careful, methodical inspection. The biggest thing to remember is this: don't let the technical name of the code scare you. The fix is often surprisingly simple. And that really just leaves us with one last question. Before you start thinking you need to replace expensive parts, remember to check the basics first. Go out there, pop the hood, and just ask yourself, could a single loose wire be the only thing standing between you and a clear dashboard? Good luck.